Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming at you live from episode 47 of Life on the Rocks with your host, Connor Rocques. Today's featured guest in the hot seat is someone I've been meaning to get on for a while, Sean Lamont. How you doing, my friend?
Not bad. How are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good. For anyone in the city of Greater Sudbury who doesn't know who Sean is, look him up online on YouTube. He's notorious for coming off the roof with a chair and going right through the table. But on a better half, I guess it was in hindsight, in your prime. No, I'm just kidding. But now he's the owner of LX Media in the city of Greater Sudbury. So the first question I want to ask you, Sean, what primarily is your company? So marketing company, media company?
Yeah, we focus on video production and branding, marketing, a lot of Instagram marketing. We're moving into that. So yeah, but mainly video production and Instagram. That's where it's at right now. That's what we're focusing on.
So you've been doing that for quite some time. So when I was up and coming, I kept seeing your company name, so LX Media. It would always come up on my profile, and I was always wondering what that is. Did you start initially with yourself, or was that with Clifton Skeletor?
No, Cliff. We've been working together since probably around like 2011. We started on a TV show called The Episode. That's how I met him. I was a writer, producer, and actor on the show. And yeah, eventually I just kind of branched off, started doing my own stuff, and I really enjoyed
Experience?
Yeah. So Lamont Experience started before The Episode.
Oh, okay.
And that's how they found me. And then LX Media is actually an abbreviation of Lamont Experience.
Oh, okay.
LX. So it's essentially that's paying homage to what I was doing.
No kidding. I find it interesting because I mean the media field in general, very interesting field to kind of get into. Like, what drew you into that field? Like, you started off pretty much doing comedy, kind of in a way, like kind of comical videos and stuff. Like, what got you started doing that kind of stuff?
What got me started doing comedy?
Yeah, like just in general, starting to pump out videos, and then what kind of led into your career now?
Well, I was the type of kid that I was never like good at sports and stuff like that. I didn't really excel that much in school, but I really, really enjoyed making people laugh.
Yeah.
So I went to Future Shop, I bought a crappy little camera, and I would just film myself 24/7, just jumping off of bridges and stuff. And then I'd put it on YouTube, and all of a sudden I noticed people were watching this. I was like, who's watching this stuff, right? Like, it would just start picking up, and it would get more momentum and more momentum. I was like, I gotta get crazier at this. I gotta do more crazier things. So I got addicted to it, essentially, and that's led me where I am now. So
absolutely,
yeah.
Because I was wondering, like, you never know, like it's funny how it kind of transitions. I want you to talk for a minute about actually having your first video go viral, like that one with you were in, what was it, the Santa suit, and you jumped off of somebody's garage.
Yeah,
was that the one? Like,
that was actually that was so I was about 17 years old, 18 years old, and that was my mother's backyard. Yeah, she was renting a house, and I jumped off the house in the backyard, and then the neighbors ended up coming out. And it was a big ordeal, and I thought I broke my back because I was just in so much pain. But it turns out I ended up okay. I was on like probably 5 or 6 TV shows after that, just from that one clip. And essentially one of the shows, to fit the criteria of the show, it was called Biggest Boozers. They asked me if I could say that I was drunk, and they asked me to say that I got hurt. Now the funny part about that is, I didn't get hurt, and I wasn't drunk. I did that shit sober, right? So it's like, yeah. They asked me, and I was like, they're like, yeah, we'll pay you if you essentially lie. And I was like, okay, well, at the time, broke 18-year-old going on TV. I was like, I'll do whatever you want, essentially.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah, that's how that worked out. But
have you ever had like an agent or anything, or are you just doing it solo, like going online?
No, I've always I've been lucky enough to have like older mentors, essentially. Like, I guess Cliff would be a good example of that, and he would always help me out with business negotiations with TV shows and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. I never had an agent. I was always my own agent.
No, that's honestly, I find that interesting. Like, just that field in general, you know what I mean, getting started in that kind of stuff, the media production. It's just interesting that you become like the face, and now you're here, right? Sort of thing. So with your business, let's just transition for a second. So with the film production, so do you guys focus? Do you have a niche, or do you guys you want to do lots of funny stuff, interesting content? Because I know a part of your brand on Instagram is We Make Awesome. So talk about that for a second.
So LX Media, We Make Awesome. I've been slowly almost kind of doing a rebrand towards calling everything we make awesome. Not yet. That's more of a slogan right now. But essentially what we do is we just try to create content that's different, that sticks out, that, you know, like, not to say that what everyone else is doing is boring. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, it's just hard to stick out nowadays. Absolutely. So we're always just trying to go the extra mile, and we're always, you know, I think it's really important to have a good piece of... I don't know. I couldn't see.
Wow, this is terrible.
That's okay.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it, man. No sweat. Where was I?
Because we're supposed to film at 4:15, so we're in prime time on my phone.
We are in prime time. Yeah. No, sorry. Thanks for having me early. What was I saying?
So we're going on what we make awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So we make videos. We also do marketing. I've developed a service called the Influencer Development Program. That's for Instagram, and that's something I'm kind of developing right now and finishing up, and that's a service that'll be live soon, and that just grows your Instagram. So that's one of the other things. We also do branding, you know, marketing essentially, but the main line what we focus on is video production, viral content creation.
Absolutely, yeah, trying to get it out there. So in a market that's obviously so super saturated, like, you know, a lot of people, like, you do good content, I'll give it to you straight up, I'll be an honest guy. But a lot of people, like, I mean, I see a lot of the same content. Even today, I go on to what people always right hooking, the Gary Vee mentality, where, you know, I have people reaching out, go to my GoFundMe, never met me in a day. You know, they don't even talk to me. Here's my thing, go buy my crap, sort of thing. Like, how do you distinguish yourself in today's market? Is it just on a client basis, you know, kind of build your repertoire up? You have a lot of experience. Like, talk about that.
Yeah, well, so in the industry I'm in, one thing I notice a lot is people, when they want to do kind of what I'm doing, they want to retain my services, they want to get the service and they want to see an instant return.
Oh, yeah.
And so with something like this, it's brand building, and it's not essentially, that's not how it works. You got to just be able to give a bit if you want to be good at the whole viral marketing thing. You got to be able to try things. You got to be able to take a risk. You got to be able to be different, and, you know, and it's a time thing. It's a patience thing. And I've noticed when I've shown patience towards things, that's when it really pays off.
It's so true. I want you to talk to me about this. Like, this is one of the biggest things. A lot of people on my network, just in general, you know, going to university, whether you're a worker, whatever it is, getting out of your comfort zone. I mean, I've seen you on camera several times. I mean, you're not the type of guy that's going to sit there and kind of keel up in a ball. Like, you're very good on camera. Okay. Like, what are some tips you can give to people to get out of that freaking comfort zone and stop caring what people think?
That's a hard one, man.
Is it booze? No, I'm just kidding.
Booze can help. I mean, but you might have some cognitive misfires, which is never good. But I don't know. Just be yourself. Like, I've always, a lot of times when I go on camera, I'd always try to be so zany, and if it fits the context of the whatever I'm on, then sure, that works. But something like this, I really just enjoy having a one-on-one real conversation with you.
So
like,
true.
This is fun for me. So. Like, I'm just trying to be myself right now, and I think that's what everyone should try to do if they're first timers, you know, going for interviews and stuff like that. So.
No, absolutely, and that's one of the things I see with a lot of people, just getting over that hurdle. So, another question I kind of want to ask, they go hand in hand in the sense then. So, being like I said, you started off with comedy. Have you always been an entrepreneur, or did you transition into that as your career kind of spiraled, and then you started to see, like, spiral up, and you started to see different things happening?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, there is nothing else for me.
Yeah.
I've always felt like that. Like, as a kid, you know, I would steal, like, broken bikes and shit like that out of the garbage and fix them and sell them. Yeah. You know, that was, like, that's who I was as a kid. Shoveling driveways, like, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Even school, I was like, I don't get this, right? I failed grade 9 like 3 times.
Yeah.
But I'm glad those things happened, because it showed me kind of what I'm good at, and you know, it showed that you can be different and you can make it by being different. And that's how I feel about that. Like, I run LX Media, but in the summer I also run a landscaping company.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, so, you know, on one side, I'm doing this white-collar job where it's, you know, you're shaking hands, you're dressing up nice, and you're meeting people, and then some days it's humbling because I'll go out and I'll cut grass, and like mow lawns.
That's that
you
Child
know?
of Moth kid jumping on my roof.
Yeah. And I love my landscaping clients. I love just that feeling of satisfying someone. They go outside and they see a freshly cut lawn and they're like, thank you. And when I say thank you, it's because I have so many young Italian clients and they're so cute and they're so amazing and I just love it. I don't know.
And they load you up with carbs probably after you're done.
Pasta. Pastas.
No, I think that's huge though. Just in general, just with that, you know what I mean. It's a good experience that it shows that you're versatile and that you can go out and do different things. So another piece, everybody I bring on this show, I come from a sales background, and I say this every single time. I embrace the fact that I'm a salesperson. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm trying to help you. Right? That's my thing. Talk about the sales piece. That when you're going out for clients, and let's say you're pitching them at a certain rate, like how difficult is it for you to step into that role as a salesperson? Like, do you embrace, there's a stigma with sales, obviously, or whatever it is. Like, how do you embrace that?
Well, so the way I look at it is, that was the tough part for me. I'm a good salesperson by nature, I think, but I'm not good at building a professional rapport with people, right? So I've always tried to find clients that, I look at the person and I say, can I sit down and have a coffee with this person? Can I break bread with this person? Can I have a beer with this person? If I see it's someone, if I feel like that's, we have that kind of connection, then I feel like I can do business with that person. Like, have you ever had a feeling like you kind of connect with people, and for whatever reason you just feel like maybe you don't want to do business with the person, and it's not, you're not trying to be negative.
No, for sure.
It's just sometimes it just doesn't feel like it's right. Like I've always tried to build those kinds of relationships where I'm comfortable with the client, and I think that's what's important.
I think that's huge too, and that's probably one of the hardest things for people starting out is to try to turn people away. You want everything you can kind of get. You're like, well, I'm not going to turn anything down.
Exactly.
But I get that too. Like, until you can get some power and leverage, in business, you know what I mean. Sometimes you have to kind of weigh out the balancing act with that. There's a lot of people that, I'm not going to lie, I've dealt with people over the phone. I'm on the phone constantly, and you get some of these people. You're like, you need, let's say, for one of the companies, I need a supplier for something, and they're sitting there, and I need it, but then the guy is a complete, A-word or whatever you want to say. He's a complete douchebag, and he's sitting there and he's giving you attitude. I'm like, well, I need this stuff to supply the clients I have, but then he can't. You know what I mean? So it's one of those kind of balancing acts that's difficult in business. So that's good though. I think, especially being an entrepreneur too, that you're used to the sales skit. What I want to ask you, so you've got something coming up. I like to talk about events on here too. So what's going on here in the next few weeks? Is the next few weeks you have a comedy act going out? Like you're giving your first round as a stand-up comic?
Yeah,
that's huge.
It's for charity. So
it's huge.
I'm competing against, I think it's 5 other people, and these people are essentially what you would say as a local celebrity.
Yeah.
So to speak, and so we all do like a 3 to 5 minute stand-up set, and we're judged based on the audience reaction and the laughs.
What goes? Yeah.
It's gonna be so much fun. I'm so stoked to do that, and whoever wins gets to donate $1,500 to a charity of their choice. I've chosen Easter Seals.
Oh, nice.
I hope I win that one. Yeah. I'm banking on. I'm so excited for that.
Wow. And you've never done you've never actually done formally.
I've done back when we did the episode at SRO in 2011, 2012. I'd kind of freestyle it. I'd get up on stage and I just kind of let's say we had a technical difficulty or something. I just try to keep the crowd kind of pleased or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've never done an actual comedy set where I've had to write jokes and get up on stage and do that. But I've always wanted to. I'm so curious how this is gonna go down. I'm excited.
I know, it's kind of funny to see, you're just I'm a speaker, and going into that realm where you're like, no, I actually got to entertain. Those are where you see, the boys from the men that are actually able to make an audience laugh, captivate them.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone I like looking at is Daniel Tosh. He's just hilarious. Just this kind of, not arrogant style, but he kind of moves. He's funny. For you, though, I got to ask you, like I said, you've got a versatile background. You're in many different things. Who inspires you? Who do you follow for influencers and stuff like that, whether it be in comedy or whether it be as entrepreneurs? Who inspires you?
You know what? This is a deep question. It's a very good question. I'm glad you asked this. So the way I look at it is the people that have always inspired me have been on the screen.
Definitely.
Right? So, guys like Robin Williams, Tom Green, Jim Carrey, just people like that who... I want to make people feel the way like my heroes made me feel essentially when I'm watching them, and I think that's like those are the type of people that inspire me. Like as a kid too, like I'm right into comic books. I'm into like superheroes and stuff. I think as a kid, like I always wanted to be a superhero.
Yeah.
So and then real life, when you get older, you realize you can't be a superhero, but you can. Like they do, and they just
tune in. It's like a Gary Vee show. You can tune in. Sorry, go ahead with that. My bad.
No, it's okay. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah.
People inspire you.
Yeah. So So what was I saying? I've always wanted to be a superhero from a young age, and then when you get older, you turn into an adult. You realize you can't really be a real superhero, because if you dress up as a superhero and beat people up in the streets, you'll probably get arrested. So you can avoid all that, but you can do things that make you feel like a hero, and that's what I'm all about. I'm all about doing that stuff that just makes you feel like a hero, you know?
No, I love that. I think that's actually huge, and it's like, you know, you got your own superpowers, which is your kindness, or you're making people laugh. And
exactly.
It's the best way to twist it. So before that phone goes off one more time, so I heard you're actually going to be stunt doubling for Jim Carrey. No. That's terrible joke. See,
I'm going to need a little more hair, but, you know, anything's a possibility, really. I mean,
I want to tell people out there as well. So you worked, you even said right on your Instagram, you've worked with over 100 different brands in basically the greater Sudbury vicinity or in the north?
All over, man. Like, I've done a lot of stuff with the Canadian press.
Wow. Yeah.
So they shoot me all over the place sometimes. I do stuff with Launchpad. They shoot me around. You know, I do stuff with, you know, we've worked with big brands like Hydra One and just like, there's so many. Like I wish I could just dart them all off, but like there's
in the credits. No,
like we'll do a quick credit scene. See what happens. Yeah.
No, but that's huge. I mean, that's something else. And then even Clifton, he's going to be working with, I don't know the context of it, but with Michael Bisping, former UFC champion. You know what I mean? That's huge. Like a guy from Sudbury. And you guys are the type of people, you and Cliff, everyone else out there, these entrepreneurs, are the people that actually can show us that we can do it. Like I told people out there, for anyone watching this, I just want to get some context here. When I was growing up and I was looking to get my name out there, Sean was actually someone I looked up to. I literally did. I wanted to get my name in the branding piece. Like, no, I think it's huge. Like, it's funny to sit back, you know. You look years ahead and stuff like that. But last question, I'm going to close off with this because I know the phone's probably going to ring. But what can we expect next from you? Besides that comedy skit, you're going to grow your company. What are we going to expect next from you, Sean? What's coming out? Another viral video?
All right, well, I mean, I'm working on something right now. No one knows this. It's kind of like I keep it quiet, but I'm working on something called Out in Sudbury right now. And what that is...
You ripping off my show? Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Go ahead.
It's gonna be about Sudbury. It's gonna be. I think this is a beautiful place. I think we have beautiful people, and I want the world to see how beautiful we are. And that's what this project's all about. That's all I can really say about it right now. But I mean, it could be an amazing success, or it could just be a failed project. I've had both, and I just don't know what it's going to be. So, but it's coming out this summer.
That's super cool. I actually really like that too, and the production work of it. I mean, video production, everything. So you just hold a camera. Like, no, you know, I've had some bad film guys, I've had some good ones. You know, you can kind of see what you get to mix with. One other thing, I kind of just thought about this as we're going. What's some advice for people when they're in front of camera? Like, there's something that you know from yourself personally. Is there tricks? Or if you want to pitch to media places so you get in front of camera, what's some advice you can give to the younger generation or just people?
When I show up, like an interview like this, like a lot of people, they'll want to plan out what they're going to say. I find when I used to do that, I would end up fumbling a lot. So, I mean, just, I'm not saying wing it.
No, for sure.
But just kind of show up and, you know, don't write a script, especially for like an interview or something like that. Just be yourself. You know, try to just tell people what's important to you, what you want people to know about you. That's it. I don't know.
No, I like that. I must say, man, you've done an incredible job, and honestly, we will see you on the big stage or big screen, whatever you want to say. One day I could see it. You'll get another viral video. Maybe we'll do one together. You never know. I'll do a collab.
Perhaps.
I'll pretend I'm a motivational guy, but where can we find you on social media for anybody on my network or anyone that's watching this on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn? Where can we find you? Talk right in the camera.
Everything is Sean Lamothe. That's SeanLamothe. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. It's all the same. I don't use Twitter. Do you use Twitter?
No, too much noise.
Yeah, who uses that?
I got a follow in there, but I don't use it. It's just hey, how you doing? You know.
I don't even know how to send a tweet, to be honest with you. Anyways, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do that. That's cool.
That's cool. So if we want to get your services too for LX Media, so we can contact you. You have a website?
The website's in development
No
because
problem.
we're implementing that new Instagram service.
For sure.
So it's We Make Awesome. WeMakeAwesome.ca, We Make Awesome Instagram, and We Make Awesome on Facebook.
Freaking awesome interview, man. I gotta give it to you. Seriously, you've done a great job.
Right on. Thanks, buddy.
Keep an eye out for him. We'll get a viral video going.
Bye bye. My hand looks so